Welcome back, comrades. This is Gaming with Austin, and today we are on episode 85 of season 2 of the Utopian Community series. What I'm gonna do is finish with the guideline. So I'm doing this because it's a lot easier. I'm doing this to make things a lot easier. Because I'm still doing the vertical farm. The vertical farm. Big, meaty claws. Big. Like, it's from one of the episodes of SpongeBob. That light right there. Like, even though the sun is already beginning to set in Minecraft, like, in-game. The problem with trying to lose weight is if you have insulin resistance, it's a lot harder for your body to utilize its fat reserves. For most of us, if you have a deficiency of a certain enzyme, for some of us, the only way to survive the enzyme deficiency is to eat raw meat. Basically, when it goes to starvation, for the first couple of days, your body would start utilizing its blood glucose. Then, after about 2 to 3 days, your body would start going into its fat reserves. Once your fat reserves have been used up, your body would start eating itself just to keep you alive, starting with your skeletal muscles. Then, it'd go off to your non-vital organs. Your brain will always be the last organ to eat itself up. That is because it is the most vital organ in your body. Because it tells all the organs what to do. Your body would start eating itself as it follows. Your skeletal muscles are first. During that emaciation stage of starvation, your immune system is going to get weaker. Your immune system is going to get weaker. Which is why most of us will never make it past week 3. Past week 3. Like, your skeletal muscles would start getting weaker. Then finally, your brain's gonna atrophy. Which means death. When your brain begins to atrophy, you're fucked. Your brain has the greatest need for nutrients, because you really cannot utilize your entire brain for learning. At all. In fact, most of your brain is utilized mostly for survival. Because survival is of utmost importance. Survival is of utmost importance. For every animal. If your brain goes first, you're fucked. You're gonna die. Our resourcefulness is what made it easier for us to get food. When getting food was really hard, one thing that helped us survive is our metabolism is actually slowed down. Because even if food is abundant, we have to prepare for times of scarcity at all times. Your bodies have to be prepared at all times. Even if there hasn't been scarcity for thousands of years. When food was available, we went on a feast. It's the only way how we could survive. Because, you know, survival was of the utmost... It is of the utmost importance in your body. Which is why your skeletal muscles will atrophy first. In the later stages of starvation, if you make it, your organs are you're gonna suffer from organ damage. Brain damage caused by malnutrition, that's basically the point of no return. There's literally no saving them. Even if food is abundant, you still have to be prepared for times of scarcity. It doesn't matter. You still have to be prepared at all times. Because, you know, survival is of utmost importance across every animal. Back in the Stone Age, those who are overweight have the greatest chance of surviving. It's not entirely our fault we're causing the obesity epidemic. Because what we're seeing now is we are seeing newborns that are really heavy at birth. Basically, babies that are born overweight. It's not entirely our fault that we are making our kids overweight. It's not entirely our fault. But if we were in a famine, that would be necessary. Having a slower metabolism would be necessary to survive a famine. A human can go about 8 weeks without food. If we were in constant scarcity, humans would probably would have been able to go even longer. One thing that could help us prevent scarcity in the future is genetically alter our metabolism to where we don't need as much food for survival. To our brain, basically, our brains have been getting smaller and smaller because we don't need to hunt as much anymore. We don't need to hunt as much. When it goes to meat consumption, ironically though, climate change caused us to start eating meat. Like the entire species and its ancestors as a whole started eating meat. Ironically though, is either eat meat or die in a famine. Eating meat back then was a matter of life or death. So now, you don't need to eat meat anymore. Unless you're in a time of scarcity. Unless food is scarce, there's no need to eat meat. Or if you have a certain disorder regarding enzyme production, you don't need to eat meat. And cats are known for they're notoriously known for not drinking very much. That they get all the water they need from the prey they catch. You really don't need meat to survive. But if you have the cat, the best cat food you can buy them is raw meat. Because cooked meat doesn't have all the nutrients that the cat needs. Certain amino acids get denatured when you cook meat. The cat needs those amino acids. They need them. Which is why you should never put your cat on a vegan diet. Even if you wanted to, you should never think about doing it. And cats, unlike most mammals, cats must eat meat to survive. If humans were obligate carnivores, meaning they have to have meat to survive, or else they would waste away very quickly, we wouldn't have regards to animal welfare whatsoever. With apex predators, how is their population kept in check? Through competition. Both intra- and interspecific competition. But herbivores, like bunnies and hares, their population is kept in check mostly through predation. Which means they don't need to compete for food. And cats are secretly keeping... are feral cats the problem? The answer? I know it may be bad for them, but they are doing a very crucial job for the human race. They are doing a very crucial job. Because if we got rid of every feral cat, our cities would be overrun by mice. The mice would start stealing food from birds. Even though that is because mice have very fast metabolisms by body weight, by body mass. Basically, what's going to happen if we got rid of every feral cat, regardless, some of the bird species that cats have collectively put to extinction will still go extinct regardless. Albeit much faster. And cats play a very crucial role in controlling keeping the ecosystem balanced. If we ordered the culling of every single feral cat, it's going to be bad news for the human race. To cull means to kill. It'll be bad news for the human race. And it'll also be bad news for the ecosystem. Cats play a very crucial role in keeping the ecosystem balanced. Without our cats, we would be overrun by mice. Even if we're in hygienic conditions, mice are still going to take over if it wasn't for cats. Because a female mouse can mate up to 500 times with several different males over the course of a couple hours. Yeah. That is serious. This is why we need cats. The only reason to sterilize them is to prevent the males from marking their territory. But if you have a female cat that has been sterilized, chances are they're probably going to bring home a gory gift to you. Pretty gory present to you. Whether it be that of a mouse or a bird. Or some snakes. I know it's kind of disgusting. But cats do it because, not just because they love you or anything, but mainly because they are trying to teach you how to hunt. Cats are trying to teach you how to hunt. And cats hunt not only so they can... Wild animals that are carnivores, they have to hunt. Anyways, this is it for this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you like this video, dislike if you disliked it, subscribe for more, share this with your comrades on Instagram and Twitter. As always, support me on Patreon. As always, thank you for watching, stay tuned for more, and peace out.